I used that. It's YeaJord. Welcome back to another reaction video. Today we're switching it up a little bit. You know, I don't want to rinse the NFL videos too much, you know what I'm saying? Because they do well. I enjoy them, you know what I'm saying? And I want to have a wide variety of content on my channel. Hence the reason why I've done a Madden career mode now. So if you haven't seen the video for that, go check it out. Before we get into the video, 95% of my viewers who are watching right now are not subscribed. So if you are one of them, show your boy some love and subscribe. Join the family. We're all about positivity, self-growth, happiness, and just having a laugh and a good time. Today we are reacting to the top 10 most haunted hotels in the USA. I'm interested to see this. Just in case in the future one day, you know, I take a trip to the States. I don't want to be staying in one of these motherfuckers. So let's find out. Oh shit, my desktop audio is muted. God damn. Alright, I got you. Here you go.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most haunted hotels in the USA. For this list, we're ranking the most infamous or well-known instances of paranormal activity rumored or reported at hotels located within the United States. We'll be saving hotels from other countries for a different list down the line. Number 10, Lord Baltimore Hotel, Baltimore, Maryland. We kick off our list referencing another...
Of course it's Baltimore. Of course it's Baltimore. How do you say it in America? Baltimore? Baltimore? Over here our accent's just Baltimore. Baltimore. British. Sometimes I just hate the way we pronounce stuff. Like, it just sounds so shit. Like, what words do we pronounce that are just so fucking shit? I don't know. Leave down in the comments below some words. If you're American, some words you've heard that British people say and you hate how they pronounce. Baltimore is one of them. Baltimore.
Prestigious ranking when Maryland's Lord Baltimore Hotel was named one of
2019's
most haunted establishments by Historic Hotels of America.
They're not visible with the naked eye.
Oh, my hands feel smooth today. I get dry skin, especially on my hands.
The Lord Baltimore possesses a history dating back to 1928, and today's staff embraces the building's mysterious reputation, which includes rumors of dancing ballroom ghosts and elevators that operate on their own.
Imagine just walking into a room and there's a fucking ghost doing take the L on you because it knows it's going to give you a fucking good night. Obviously, in his perspective, it's not going to be a good night for you.
There's a spirit in this room with us, okay? Where they think they're being taken advantage of because they're having an event about them tomorrow?
No, they're repeating history. They're repeating their life again and again and again.
Management even offers haunted
tours
of the
hotel,
that? Regaling guests with tales of Depression-era suicides and a creepy girl named Molly who's reportedly been seen at night bouncing a red ball down the hall.
I cannot explain the red ball, except that...
Do you know what makes me question ghosts? Is they all have similar stories around the world. Like, you always find like a haunted house that has sightings of a woman dressed in a white dress standing in the corner. Like, everywhere you go has the same thing. Surely not every single ghost has lived the same life for them to end up standing in the same fucking corner. Do you know what I'm saying?
She's always with a red
and like
ball.
Number 9, the Moana
the kids ghosts throwing toys in it.
A murder mystery stands at the center of our next hotel, also known as a part of the Moana Surf Rider, a Western resort and spa in Honolulu. Jane Stanford, who co-founded the university that bears her name, died from strychnine poisoning while recovering in this Hawaiian hotel. Recovering from what, you may ask? Well, would you believe being poisoned again? Although Stanford was able to overcome the first attempt on her life while in her native San Francisco, her days at the Moana would prove to be her last. Today, the beautiful views of the Moana are tempered by reports from guests who claim to have seen Stanford wandering the halls late at night, trying to find her way back to the room where she died. Number 8,
you know that?
The Crescent Hotel and Spa, Eureka Springs, Arkansas. Marty and Elise Rennick knew what they were getting into when they purchased the Crescent Hotel and Spa back in 1997. Or at least that's what this hotel's website claims, as they fully cop to their haunted reputation.
I have to admit, I'm a little creeped out here. Now, there's a few famous pictures floating around online and stuff. There's one with the guy with the top hat.
Yeah, he might be with us right now, but yes, the full body apparition
Prove it. Prove it.
was captured just a few feet from us right here.
The Crescent embraces the fact that the Rennicks hired a pair of mediums to read the building, and that these paranormal professionals seem to sense a, quote, portal to hell on hotel grounds.
Huh.
The reasons behind this could be the fact that the Crescent Hotel and Spa used to operate as a hospital by its former owner, Norman G. Baker, a radio personality who pushed false cancer cures at the expense of the public.
Every morning
They're still doing that now.
you would get a little of this elixir and it'd be part of your cure here at the Baker Cancer Hospital.
Guests say that the ghosts of people who died at Baker's Hospital still haunt the Crescent Hotel to this day.
I immediately asked Grant to rewind the tape so I could see what we had caught on the thermal imaging camera.
Taps.
And,
Oh
on
my
the
god, I
rewind,
remember this
I could
show.
see a
I
figure
remember
sitting
this
right
show.
there at the door next to us.
Oh, what? Really?
With a vast. Babe, what are you doing?
Nothing. Trying to watch a
7.
video that
The
you just
Hawthorne
fucking
Hotel,
ruined, you bitch.
Salem, Massachusetts. Sure, it isn't as if Salem, Massachusetts particularly needs a haunted hotel to enhance its spooky reputation, but, you know, doesn't hurt. The Hawthorne Hotel has actually seen its fair share of encounters with the media, as the show Ghost Hunters once investigated its grounds, and an episode of Bewitched used its elevator back in the 70s.
You know them Ghost Hunter TV shows that used to be on TV a lot? Do you know what used to piss me off about those? Every time they would find a ghost sound, they would swear at the same time the ghost made the sound, so to cover it with a beat. Like you hear like a ghost literally saying, "You can't," but no, but they'd censor that out as well, wouldn't they? You'll hear a ghost saying, "Oh, fat boy," and then someone will go, "What the fuck was that?" And then you won't be able to hear it.
To change the witch sign from an old hag witch to a pretty young witch.
But why is the Hawthorne Hotel haunted? Well, most locals and experts point to the area's major fishing industries as one reason, claiming that the ghosts of sailors and captains still live within the walls. Guests have reported
I thought they were going to say fish of ghosts coming in to get their revenge.
hearing unexplained noises and seeing
You just
things
hear
move
it, though. You
around
just
on their
hear
own over
fucking-
the years. So anything's possible. Number
In the
6,
hallways at
La
night.
Fonda on the Plaza, Santa Fe, New
Hey,
Mexico.
it could be me and my
There
girl,
are
who
many
knows?
reasons why a building might be
You know what I'm
haunted,
saying?
with one of them being the presence of men and women who died violently during their lifetime. La Fonda on the Plaza is located in Santa Fe, New Mexico, an area that saw its fair share of gunfights, suicide, and murders back in the days of the Wild West.
You're all here, indulging your particular vices. And so I've come to indulge mine.
This otherwise beautiful hotel is said to harbor the ghosts of men like Judge John Slough, who was shot after an argument in the lobby, men who still walk with boots of lead and make mysterious noises in the night and wake up guests. This hasn't stopped people from coming, however, making La Fonda on the Plaza a destination for tourists and ghost hunters alike. Number 5, the Stanley Hotel, Estes Park, Colorado. If a hotel creeps out Stephen King, it just has to be the real deal, right? The Stanley Hotel was reportedly one such establishment, an Estes Park, Colorado building that was in a state of disrepair when King and his family stayed there for the night.
I always think of the hotel as this is the place where the spirits come to party. And then the history, since it's so old, the building holds energy like smoke in the walls.
The story goes that King was
I wonder
inspired
what
to
a
write
ghost
The
party looks
Shining
like.
after one particularly
freaks
troubling nightmare
dancing.
during his stay at the Stanley. One where his son was chased down a hotel hallway by a fire hose.
Come and play with us, Daddy.
King had also noticed how there was basically no one running the hotel during his family's stay as the only guests. A crumbling ghost house with only the essential caretakers to overlook the grounds.
Is this a haunted hotel?
I do think it's very active. Everyone has their own experiences, but you'll have to come here to experience it for yourself.
Number 4, Hotel Chelsea, New York, New York. Hotel Chelsea, often referred to as the Chelsea Hotel, may still be experiencing renovation delays, but this building's reputation precedes it, having housed countless musicians and celebrities over the years. Sadly, this Manhattan landmark has also seen its fair share of infamy, most notably being the place where the Sex Pistols' Sid Vicious and girlfriend Nancy Spungen were resident before the latter was stabbed to death. Yeah, Hotel Chelsea was sometimes a rough place, and not all of these ghosts seem content to rest in peace either, as guests and residents over the years have reported a woman's scream, flickering lights, and heavy footsteps disturbing their sleep and dreams. Number 3, Lizzie Borden Bed and Breakfast Museum, Fall River, Massachusetts.
It just looks
The
like a
next
house.
entry on our list may be one of the
How is that a
best-known
hotel,
haunted
bruh?
spots in America, a place where guests can relive one of the most mysterious murder cases in history.
We have schools that come here, forensics classes, a lot.
Why are people so interested in murder cases? You're weird. Like, imagine going out of your way to go to a place where a murder was taking place, and you're like, I can't wait to see this. Like, get a job, mate. Fucking hell.
Classes, from what I'm told, it's one of the most studied murder trials in U.S. history, and it's
No one
quite an
cares.
amazing story in itself.
I don't want
The Lizzie Borden
to. I don't
House
want
is a
to
museum,
think
tourist
about
attraction,
someone
and
dying.
working bed and breakfast, where guests can stay the night. Only the bravest dare to book the actual room where Lizzie Borden reportedly murdered.
Only the bravest, aka a white couple that are just freaks. Like, not sexual freaks, just weirdos. School shooter type dons, you know what I'm saying?
Murdered her stepmother Abby, where strange noises and mysterious occurrences have been reported by many guests over the years. Sure, one could argue that perhaps anyone who stays here is basically hoping to be scared, but isn't that a part of the fun after all?
Today, you can take a 1-hour tour of the
Leave
museum.
the dead
and if you're
alone,
feeling
and they will
courageous,
leave you
You can
alone.
rent a room for the night.
Ay, 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 ay. What are these smiles? Get off my screen. They deserve to be in that place.
The Hollywood
Haunted Hotel.
Roosevelt Hotel, Los Angeles, California.
I've heard of this
Hotels
place.
are the ultimate party palaces, and what
That
better
just
place
looks
to
like
party
a sacrificial chamber.
than
You know
a
what I
hotel
mean?
frequented by the Hollywood A-list? The
Yeah,
Roosevelt
it
Hotel
literally
was one
looks
such
like-
place, one that slid
You know the whole stuff going around with the celebrities and being nonces and stuff? That looks like a place I'd go with a 12-year-old.
from golden era
Looks
glamour during
creepy
the
as
days
fuck.
of Marilyn Monroe to Skid Row sleaze during its declining years in the 70s and 80s. One employee of the Roosevelt even claimed to have seen Marilyn's face in a mirror when tidying up the place. Although most guests seem to find paranormal traces when using cameras and cell phones, usually capturing strange images that seem to defy explanation.
This thing is haunted, and it's a cool hotel, but it's definitely high on the creep factor.
Thankfully, the Hollywood Roosevelt was saved from demolition and continues to operate in LA today, standing as a testament to creepy, kooky, altogether ooky Hollywood ghost stories.
One thing's for sure, the Roosevelt has cemented its place in Hollywood history.
You see, if I go on holiday or vacation, whatever you want to call it, and I go to a hotel, that thing has to be modernized completely. I will not stay anywhere that has old carpets, chandeliers. Nah. I want it all new. So then I ain't got to worry about no ghosts.
So, originally when I saw the name of this list, I was like, oh, I for sure want to stay at the real-life Shining Hotel, which is true.
I don't care
But
how much it costs.
Then I realized I've actually stayed at the Hollywood Roosevelt, so I've already stayed at a haunted hotel. I did not see any ghosts, for the record. Oh well, there is another LA hotel that's got an even spookier reputation, so let's look through some creepy honorable mentions before we name the most haunted hotel in the United States.
Okay.
Bourbon Orleans Hotel, New Orleans,
Find out.
Louisiana. Nun and kid ghosts? No thanks.
Looks too old school for me. Hell nah.
Congress Plaza Hotel, Chicago, Illinois. Do gangster ghosts live here?
Them buildings just look so old, man. Like with a sign on the roof. Nah, man, I'm out.
Admiral Fell Inn,
Couldn't be
Baltimore,
me.
Maryland. A final farewell for dead sailors.
The guy gets up in the middle of the night, looks out, and he sees a sailor in period garb, a sort of historic, old, weathered sailor guy sitting on a ledge, sort of floating out there.
The Sagamore Resort, Lake George, New York. The Polka Dot Ghost.
That's New York?
Floating out there.
The Sagamore
That's New York. You're tripping. You're lying.
Resort, Lake George, New York. The Polka Dot Ghost.
That looks like somewhere in Central, like fucking Iowa or some shit.
The Sealbach Hilton, Louisville, Kentucky. Bride and groom wedding suicide?
I always refer to her as the fine old lady, the majestic lady. I just always have referred to the building as a her.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
YeaJord.
You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. The Cecil Hotel, Los Angeles, California. Okay, even though the Hollywood Roosevelt was known for bad behavior during its lean years, it had nothing on the Cecil Hotel, now known in a very different form as Stay on Main. This dilapidated flophouse was infamous for being a crossroad of sorts, a place where both locals and out-of-towners would pass like ships in the night, keeping secrets and business to themselves.
In so many ways, the Cecil is like, you know, a metaphor for the city of Los Angeles and Hollywood. It's all facade, it's all glitz on the outside, and it's got this romantic, turbulent, sinister history.
Unfortunately, a lot of bad business took place at the Cecil, from very weird deaths to drug overdoses and suicides.
You've already paid for one night. Trust me.
I have seen this American Horror Story,
which
innit?
inspired a season of American Horror Story, was
Turn
also
on my green
notorious for
screen,
serial
relax.
killer residents, including Jack Unterweger and allegedly Richard Ramirez.
It was the choice hideout
Who are
for
they,
serial
football
killer
players?
Richard Ramirez, convicted of killing at least 13 people throughout Los
Oh,
Angeles.
okay, yeah, I'm wrong.
Ramirez reportedly lived at the hotel for months.
It's actually no mystery why this hotel takes the spooky haunted crown.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent...
Alright, that's the end of this video. If you enjoyed, smash the like button, subscribe, share the video, leave down in the comments below some videos you want me to react to. It could be NFL, it could be MLB, it could be NHL, it could be scary videos, it could be anything. If they fit on this channel, I'll react to it. And yeah, YeaJord, love yourself and take care.